Hello, everyone. This is Demia Avery with the Demia Avery Show, and welcome to my second entertainment report. I am so glad you can join me today. And listen, please forgive me, y'all, because I have a cold. I'm stuffy. I got tissue. I got nasal spray. I am just the worst right now, but we're going to get this started. Now, before we get started, if you're on YouTube, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're anywhere else on social media, make sure you like and share this video. So we're just going to go ahead and get started on our stories today. All right, let's see who we have. Okay, so Kanye West. Kanye West recently did an interview with DJ Academics dressed in black KKK attire. He had the whole thing, the pointed hat, the eyes cut out with the black hooded whatever. Well, I think he just does all this for shock value. You know how he does. Kanye is a mess. He is a mess. And the whole story is he goes on to talk about how him and Kim, there he talks about their relationship, and then he goes on to say stuff about how he knew within 2 months that he should never have kids with Kim. Like, dude, I mean, you have like 4 kids. I'm like, it trips me out with him saying that because okay, the first one might have been a mistake. You know how things go, and that might have been a mistake. But the two, three, four, like, dude, seriously, we know that wasn't a mistake. He just says anything that comes out his mouth, so we have something to talk about. I mean, the second was like, "Oh, girl, that was your fault. That was your fault." That yeah, yeah. We got drunk that night. Boy, seriously, Kanye gets on my nerves. He gets on my nerves. Just and you know what? I'm gonna be honest. What gets on my nerve when I still hear people say, he ain't been right since his mother died. You know what? People parents pass away all the time, and I know that people have trauma, and I know that, but Kanye has help. He has medication, he has resources, he has money to get all the help that he needs to get past it. And maybe not even get past it, but be able to help manage it. How about I say that? Because sometimes death is not easy to get past, but to help get to manage whatever that you're feeling. And I just think he uses it. I'm gonna be honest because I don't want to take away from people that deal with that kind of stuff all the time. But honestly, I think he just uses that excuse to do and say what he wants to say. I don't think he's suffering at all. I think he knows that people are going to use that excuse so he can never take responsibility for his actions. So miss me with all that jazz about his, he ain't never been right. Kanye is smart. So I think he knows exactly what he's doing. So, whatever, Kanye. Then he says it's all in God's plan. Don't do that. Don't do that. It was your plan. It was your plan. The first one might not have been, it might have been God's plan because he might have wanted you to have a child. I don't know. I'm not God. I can't. After that, you come on. Y'all were married and y'all had kids. The end. So, anyway, oh, moving on. So, the second one story is with Cardi B and Offset. Now, I'm not a Cardi B follower, so you guys can help me off with this one. So I'm going to read it a little bit. So Cardi B has claimed that her estranged husband Offset has harassed and threatened himself and killed her as well. Now, she ranted about this on social media, avid their contentious divorce. I think they have 3 children together, and she also in the rant she demanded an apology, or she was going to out him for some other things that he's done. Ain't no telling if she's outing him for this. Ain't no telling what he's actually done. But she also claims that he's upset because she sent his girlfriend messages of him begging her, saying he was going to take his life as well as take Cardi's life. She then starts to saying that he's harassing her and he's leaving her all these messages and trying to lower her self-esteem, which of course screams abuse. Now, you guys tell me what you think. Does that sound like that just didn't start today? That sound like it's probably something that had been going on prior. I don't know. I'm not there, but that's what it sounds like to me. Um, I don't know. My take on that, I'm having problems with a couple things. One of the things is I don't know if I would have ranted it on social media. I don't know you guys that follow Cardi B. You tell me what you think because I hear that she talks about her personal life a lot. And she's very honest and very raw about a lot of things in her personal life. I don't mind sharing some things, but I'm only going to share, some things that I really want you to know. Maybe she did it because she thought maybe this was drastic enough to maybe get him some help. I don't know. I don't know what her motives were to doing this. I would have just probably called the cops and try to handle it another way, but maybe it wasn't drastic enough. I don't know. You guys tell me what you guys think, but obviously he's having problems controlling his emotions if this is true. Um, so, if he's thinking about offing himself and offing her and he's having problems moving on, so he needs help. And if she's airing everything on social media, I don't know. When people do that, do you think people are lonely and just need someone to talk to? I don't know. You guys tell me what you think about that. So, anyways, this next story. All right, wait a minute. Aaron Hall, R&B singer Aaron Hall, back in the '90s and 2000s. If you're old enough to remember, if not, you can check him out with the group Guy. Oh, they were the stuff back in the day. But Aaron Hall is apparently he's missing. I'm going to read you what why he's missing if you haven't heard already. So apparently, Aaron Hall is missing in action, according to Liza Gardner and her attorney, Tyrone Blackburn. Gardner accused Hall and Sean Diddy Combs of sexual assault. You guys know what I mean by sexual. In lawsuit against them from November 2023. Blackburn is now requesting to serve him through newspaper notices in Georgia and in California after being able to unable to track him down successfully. She believes that service by publication is now the only remaining option to provide notice of this lawsuit to Mr. Hall because they didn't try all the addresses, all the locations, and they can't find his butt. So to serve him his summons. So what y'all think he over there with Russell? I don't think he's nowhere around. I think he's probably in some other country. Something. He is nowhere around. He is guilty, and I'm allegedly. Is allegedly the best word? I'm thinking guilty is I don't know, but I don't care. I'm saying what I'm saying. Well, maybe I should say that. But look, until proven guilty. Yeah, okay. Until proven guilty. But this is what makes me roll my eyes. If you guys haven't seen any recent interviews within the last few years of Aaron Hall, just go on YouTube and look at some of the interviews. I did not know how vulgar and rude and disrespectful this dude is. I was just so in shock when he was on Vlad. Was it on Vlad? I can't remember the interview, but he called a woman a B every 2 seconds. He didn't do anything but talk about his junk the whole time and how big it is and how he gets down and how everybody knows how he gets down and how every male celebrity seen him and he wanted them to see him getting down with somebody else and know how he does this and he does that. It was the nastiest, vulgarest. I couldn't even believe he was saying it. And I was like, dude, I mean, if you want to say it in the locker room, say it in the locker room, but you ain't got to tell me. I was like, ew. Yeah, I mean, it was disgusting. They couldn't even have me on the witness stand or the test, saying my testimony. Because look, if I was if I was on the jury, I'd be like, look, y'all gonna have to he guilty. I ain't even got to know the testimony. He ain't got to say nothing. So y'all can let me go home because I just think he guilty already. So that's just me. It is horrible. It is horrible. So anyway, moving on from Aaron Crazy Hall. Anyway, the last story, I'm really going to need your guys' opinion on this, so put it in the comments. And this has been the story for the last few days about the Marvin Sapp thing, where he asked the church to go on lockdown. Maybe I should phrase it, to close the doors of the church to raise $40,000. And people calling Marvin Sapp wolf in sheep's clothing. They calling him a con man, a thief. Is he? Is he? Because the only reason why I'm saying this is because this has been going on in churches for years. For years. And no, is he wrong? Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think he is wrong. But I think it's definitely is his delivery. First of all, I don't know what the 40K is for, but for you to say, whether you use the word close the doors or lock the doors. Okay, lock the doors is definitely a threat. But when you say close the doors, you didn't have to, you can play with that word, but for you to keep repeating it, it's a whole nother story. And the fact that you kept repeating it, and then people see, not all people, of course, but a lot of people see people that's in front, up at the pulpit, as a form of authority. So if you say, close the doors or whatever, they're going to pastor say close the door. You know what I mean? They're going to do what you say do. And then the fact that you say, you made it seem like they got to get you they better give you $20. No, you didn't say you better give it to me, but the way that you voiced it made it seem as if they needed to somehow come up with this $20, and you don't know what they needed that $20 for. Come on, seriously. And there has been times when I needed that $20 for gas. You know what I mean? I don't know if you need it for your noodles or do you need it for your family. And I say noodles like oodles and noodles. Come on, everybody knows about that, and you don't know what people need their $20 for. And even if they had it, if I was sitting in your church and I had it, I wouldn't give it to you just simply because of how you approached me about it, And I'm gonna be honest. Let me tell y'all, I've heard of this person told me a story about this one church where they went to, where they passed by that collection plate 10 or 11 times. 10 or 11 times. You listen with me, you're gonna get a penny a plate. So you're gonna have a whole good 11 cents. Man, you can pass by 20 times, you get a good $2 from me. So it's not right. It's not right. I do believe in helping. And I do believe there are churches that need that building fund. So you're taking away from the churches and the people that actually need the money. So for people that really want to go to church or really think about going to church, I'm like, I'm not going there. All they want to do is take my money there. I really want to hear the word of God or the gospel, but I don't know if I can hear from you because I'm so blinded by you wanting to take all my money. I mean, this is a lot of gripes that people have. So, anyways, you guys, tell me what you think about it. Tell me what you think about it. I don't think it's anything new. I think it's his verbiage that was new, that maybe he should have said it in a different way, or he shouldn't have been asking for 40K in the first place. You got to tell me what it's for. And then he says, yeah, the video, I'm aware how people, cut a piece of the video and they only show you just like a little piece of it and they don't show you what it is in context. But I didn't have to see the whole context to see you say close the doors, close the doors. So I don't even know, I don't care to know what you said before or after. Because when you say keep saying close the doors, you're telling me that I need to stay there until this money is raised. So, you can say what you want in defense, but it still doesn't make it right. That's all that I'm saying. Anyway, again, tell me what you guys think about that. So anyway, that is all for today. That is all for today. Look, you guys don't forget to go back and look at my interview that I did with actor, singer, producer Teron Brooks. You guys remember him from the Temptations movie. He played Eddie Kendricks. He has a new single out called Honest. Make sure you go back and check out my video for him. Make sure, again, if you're on YouTube, to subscribe. If you're anywhere else, like and share. And go to my YouTube and subscribe. And I love you, love you, love you. Talk to you later.